Hello again, this is Doug the 2-Minute Gardener, and today we're going to look at how concrete gets pumped to a backyard. So we're doing a big old remodel. We've gutted the backyard and now we're going to pump some concrete for a new pool deck in the back. And in case you've ever wondered how they get concrete to the backyard, we're going to show you. So first you have the old mixer truck backing up to the pump. Now this is a line pump. There's several different kinds of concrete pumps out there. This one's called a line pump because basically the concrete mixer truck throws the concrete or rolls it into the pump, and then the pump starts driving it into the hose. Now these kind of line pumps are two-cylinder line pumps. The first cylinder pulls it out of the hopper and mixes it one more time, and then the second cylinder actually pumps it into the hose, and it's that up and down motion of that second cylinder that causes that little rhythmic pumping you see in the hose. And these hoses can go several hundred feet depending on where they need the concrete. It's a really ingenious way to get concrete to an area where the concrete truck cannot possibly access. So this is something that was developed many years ago for getting concrete into funky areas. The way this works is you have a two-man crew that operates the actual pump, and then you'll have the rest of the crew that actually is working the concrete. Now the guy working the pump, and usually he has an assistant on the hose, he actually has a remote control that controls the pump when it goes on or off. So he can turn the hose off if for some reason he's getting ahead of the crew, if there's a problem with the rebar. Speaking of rebar, notice that again with this concrete deck, there's rebar every 24 inches, and because it curves around a planter bed that had to be preserved, they actually radialed the rebar there as well. So again, once again, the concrete goes into the line pump, it goes out of the hose in the backyard, and they direct it to stay just ahead of the crew. The crew works the concrete, as you have seen in previous videos on this channel. They basically screed it with a long metal, like a 2x4, and keep pushing it into every single nook and cranny. Now this is a kind of very curvy pool deck, because that's kind of the way I like to draw things. But it was also following a little bit of the original pool deck in the layout. So here you see the guys working the screed to kind of flatten it out, get it right even, and again, making sure that it's draining away from the house, away from the pool deck, into the future planter bed where we're going to have some drains put in. And we'll kind of show you this particular project as it progresses over the next several weeks. Now the concrete is all done. It only took an hour to pump all this concrete to the backyard. It really goes really quickly with a big crew. And again, we had 2 guys on the hose and another 5 or 6 guys that were smoothing the concrete. Lastly, they're going to do some floating and some minor expansion work. Now this particular pool deck is going to be covered in flagstone next week, and I'll show you that video next week. It's going to be quite a dramatic transformation from what was there before, and I'll show you some before pictures. Well, that's it. That's all the time we have. I want to thank Unique Landscaping and Cabrera Concrete for their assistance in making this video, and as always, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Till next time, this is Doug the 2-Minute Gardener saying thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.